Hello students, hope you are all well. As we all know that board examination is coming near, we, the Saraswati Schooling System, in association with Sri Saraswati Institute, presenting the lecture series of most important topics. So today in biology, we will discuss about the human respiratory system. Now before we start with any system, first we should be knowing that why does this system exist? What is the actual requirement of this system? If we talk about respiratory system, in that what we do generally, we inhale the oxygen and we exhale the CO2. So if we are inhaling the oxygen, it means our body require oxygen. For what purpose? That is first question. Second question, if we are exhaling the CO2, it means it is coming from our body. So from where it is coming? Both the question I will give you the answer. First, if we talk about the breakdown of glucose, which is known as a glycolysis. Glyco means glucose and lysis means to break down. Here you with the help of food, we get the glucose which stored in a form of a glycogen, that we know. Now this glucose will be broken down into the pyruvic acid, where it is in a cytoplasm, jelly-like substance which is present in the cell. Already you have studied in standard 9th, right? So this glucose will be converted into the pyruvic acid. Now this pyruvic acid enter inside the mitochondria, which is known as the powerhouse of the cell. This mitochondria, this convert pyruvic acid into three portions. First part which is CO2, second one is water, and third one that is known as the energy. Now the main purpose of respiratory system, that is this one. We need this ATP, adenosine triphosphate. So with the help of ATP, we are generating CO2 and water as a byproduct. So this CO2 we need to exhale. So from this we are exhaling the CO2. Now if we start with a human respiratory system, so the first part of a human respiratory system, here you can see that is known as a nostril. Now this nostril which contain two portion inside that. First one that is a fine hairs and second one that is a mucus. Nostrils mean that is nose, which is divided by the septum, which is known as the nasal septum, which is exit at the middle. So now what is the purpose of nostril, fine hairs and the mucus? What the air we are inhaling, we are not just inhaling the O2. Along with that, we are inhaling so many other gases, dust particle and so many other things. We need to purify this air because our lungs require pure air. So this fine hairs and mucus will trap the dust particles and other unnecessary things which is trapped inside the nostril. Now the next part of the nostril, this portion which is known as the nasal passage. Now the normal body temperature, that is 37 degree, but every time it is not required that the air which is present outside the body which is at a 37 degree. So when you inhale the air, nasal passage will settle down this air at 37 degree. This part or this process is known as conditioning the air. The function of nasal passage, that is to conditioning the air. Next part which is known as a pharynx, this portion which is a funnel shape, which is the last common part between the digestive system and the respiratory system. From here two system will be separated. First one respiratory and second one that is a digestive. Next part which is known as a larynx, also known as a voice box from where voice will be produced. Okay, now this part which is known as a trachea. Trachea is also known as windpipe from where wind will pass. Now if we talk about this trachea, here you can see this green portion which is known as the rings of cartilage. For an example, this is trachea. This trachea is covered with the rings of cartilage like this, but it is a C-shaped ring. It is not fully round, it is not circle. Why it is not circle? Because whenever you will inhale the air, this trachea will get expand. If it will be covered fully, then this part cannot be expanded. So that is why this rings will be C shape. Okay, and total numbers are approximately 16 to 20 rings are present. Now this trachea will be divided into two portions which will go inside the each lung. This is known as a bronchi. Bronchi further divide into the small branches. Here you can see this black branches which is known as bronchiole. And at the end of the bronchiole, most important part we have, that is known as alveoli. Here you can see this is balloon-like structure. This is known as alveoli, and one part of a alveoli, one circle which is known as a alveolar sac. Now, why this is known as a main part? Because we need to exchange the gases. We need to get the O2 and we need to exhale the CO2. So this exchange occur here. That is alveoli. Here you can see the structure of a alveoli. What has happened? First of all, two types of the blood we have. One blood which is known as oxygenated, and second blood that is known as deoxygenated. Now what is the difference between these two blood? One blood which is oxygenated, which contain high amount of oxygen and less amount of CO2. Deoxygenated, which contain very high amount of CO2 and very less amount of O2. Right? So what would happen? This alveoli, the surface is very much thin and highly rich with a blood vessel. Now this blood vessel, this is the blood vessel, you can see. Now this blood vessel is coming from the organ. Now you imagine, this is what we have discussed. Then each and every cell of our body break down the glucose and that would generate the CO2. So now the blood present in the organ, earlier that was oxygenated, but because of the breakdown of glucose, this oxygenated blood converted into deoxygenated. So now in alveoli, blood vessel is coming, which contain which type of blood? This contain deoxygenated blood. Now what would happen? From the upper part, from the here, we are getting the oxygen. So from here, oxygen is coming inside the alveoli. Now this blood vessel contain very high amount of CO2 and less amount of O2, while alveoli contain high amount of O2 and less amount of CO2. So here one phenomena is there which is known as diffusion. You have already studied in standard 9 that material or substance will move from higher concentration to lower concentration. So what would happen actually? This CO2 will enter inside the alveoli and this oxygen will enter inside the blood vessel. So now this deoxygenated blood gradually and eventually that will be converted into oxygenated blood. And now our body require oxygen. Again we need to break down the glucose. So this oxygenated blood would enter inside the organ with the help of a heart. Okay. So three portion, some part of the bronchi, all the branches which is known as bronchiole, and at the end of the bronchiole we are having the alveoli. So everything would enter inside the lungs. So total 2 lungs are there. Our main part which is known as a lungs. Now 2 lungs which is covered with the ribs. Here you can see this green portion. These are the ribs, right? So total 12 pairs are there of the ribs. So total 24 ribs are there. 12 this side and 12 this side. Here we cannot accommodate all 12 pairs. So I have drawn only 6 ribs, but total 24 ribs are present. Now at the end of the respiratory system, we are having this part which is known as a diaphragm. Now what is the function of diaphragm? This entire system is present in the thorax. Thorax, it means that is in a chest cavity. Below the respiratory system, we are having here digestive system. So basically this muscular part which is known as a diaphragm, that would separate two systems, respiratory system and digestive system. Second function, the normal shape of a diaphragm, it is like this. Now you imagine that here we are having the lungs, 2 lungs are there. Whenever you inhale the oxygen, this lungs get expand. Expand means that would become larger, right? Now what happened? This lungs like this, when you inhale the air, that would expand. So this diaphragm would be flattened. This is coming downside, right? Now what happened? Whenever you exhale, it means again lungs will get shrink. So whenever it will get shrink, this diaphragm would be like this. Right, so basically when you inhale the air, that will expand, you exhale the air, that would become relaxed. So here we have completed the human respiratory system. Here you can see the entire chart, nostril which contain fine airs and mucus, next portion nasal passage, pharynx, larynx, trachea which is known as a windpipe, bronchi, bronchiole and alveoli. All 3 are present inside the lungs. Lungs are covered with the ribs. It is coming from backside because it is attached with the spinal cord or the backbone. Ribs, Below the ribs, we are having the diaphragm, and this trachea is covered with the rings of cartilage. So here we are completing the session with the human respiratory system. Thank you.